Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
It is a good thing to give thanks to Yahweh and to sing praises to your name, O Most High, to declare your kindness in the morning and your trustworthiness each night, on 10 strings and on the harp, to the sounding chords of the lyre. For you have made me rejoice with your work, O Yahweh. I shout for joy at the works of your hands. O Yahweh, how great are your works! Your thoughts are very deep. A senseless man does not know, and a fool does not understand this. When the wicked spring up like grass, and all the workers of wickedness blossom, it is for them to be destroyed forever. But you, Yahweh, are on high forever. For lo, your enemies, O Yahweh, for lo, your enemies do perish. All the workers of wickedness are scattered. But you lift up my horn like a wild ox. I have been anointed with fresh oil, and my eyes look upon my enemies. My ears hear evildoers who rise up against me. The righteous one flourish like a palm tree. He grows like a cedar in Lebanon. Those who are planted in the house of Yahweh flourish in the courts of our God. They still bear fruit in old age. They are fat and flourishing, to declare that Yahweh is upright. He is my rock, and there is no unrighteousness in him. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. We're going to do Psalms 125. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Those who trust in Yah are like Mount Zion, that cannot be moved, enduring forever. Jerusalem hills enfolded, and Yah enfolds his people now and forever. The scepter of the wicked shall never rest upon the land allotted to the righteous, that the righteous not set their hand to wrongdoing. Do good, O Yah, to those who are good, and to those who are upright in heart. But those who in their crooked ways, let the Yah make their way, let the Lord make them go the way of evildoers. May it be well with Yisrael. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Deuteronomy 6:4. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Hear, O Yisrael, Jehovah is our power, Jehovah is one. And thou shalt love Jehovah thy power with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy might.
Amen.
And these words which I command thee this day shall be in thy heart, and thou shalt teach them diligently to thy children, and shalt talk of them when thou sittest in thy house, and when thou walkest by the way, and when thou liest down, and when thou risest up. And thou shalt bind them for a sign upon thy arm, and they shall be as frontlets between thy eyes. And thou shalt write them upon the doorposts of thy house and upon thy gates. And it shall be, when Jehovah thy power shall bring thee into the land of which he swore to thy fathers, to Abraham, to Yitzchak, and to Yaakov, to give thee great and goodly cities which thou didst not build, and houses full of all good things which thou didst not build, and hewn out wells which thou didst not dig, vineyards and olive trees which thou didst not plant. When thou shalt eat and be replete, beware, lest thou forget Jehovah, who brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. Thou shalt fear Jehovah thy power, and serve him, and shalt swear by his name. You shall not go after the gods of the other people who are round about you, for Jehovah thy power is a jealous power among you, lest the anger of Jehovah thy power be aflamed against thee, and he destroy thee from off the face of the earth. Hallelujah.
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 Toda Yehovah Toda. Toda Yehovah Toda. Toda Toda. All I can say is Toda Yehovah.
Amen.
For I know with the surety without you we be nothing but dust. We would have nothing, we would be nothing, O Most High. I ask you please watch over us on this eve, O Most High. Watch over your daughters so that you make sure that what we say is clear and precise, so that we may show your other daughters how to be in your house, O Most High.
Amen.
How to be in the way, Most High. How to be out in the street, Most High. How to be in our homes, Most High. For we only want to do what's right before you, O Most High.
Amen.
For we know that you control everything. You control our lives. You control our children's lives. And so because of that, we want to make sure that we come with precise and clear, intelligent voices to represent you well, O Most High. For we know that with the surety we do not, you will let us know. Toda Yehovah, be with us on this eve. Hallelujah.
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 Hallelujah. Amen.
Amen.
Shalom, shalom, everyone. First and foremost, we want to give all praises to Most High. and ask him to continue to guide and protect us and our families and our homes and continue to give us strength. We want to give due respect to Hanasi Zippor, leader of Shema Yisrael, and may the Most High continue to guide, shield, protect him, and keep him healthy and safe. Also would like to give respect to Prince Nathaniel Bain Hanasi Zippor, and ask the Most High to continue to give him wisdom, good health, and understanding to continue to lead and teach us. Amen.
Amen.
So we're back. This evening, we're going to discuss uncleanliness. Woo. Right? We decided on this topic because we know even for people that have been doing this for a while, but then there's also a lot of newer people who've maybe just started or have been doing it a couple months, couple years. But sometimes, people just want to know how do you do it? Like, how do you handle, your separation and things of that nature? So we decided to just, have a little chat amongst us. And you guys, sorry, and everyone, of just talking about it and, bringing up a few verses. Of course, we know it's in Leviticus 15, starting at 19, with the women's uncleanliness. Then you also have, that's the monthly uncleanliness.
Right.
And then you also have when a woman has a child, you have that set of uncleanliness laws and, rules to that. So, we're going to open it up. Do we want to start with reading the first verse? We just want to talk about it, or just...
We can start off with the first verse.
All right, so I wanted to bring up one thing for... introductions. Hey, so I'm Princess Tahila.
I am Avina, Shabbat Shalom family.
Aliyah again. Namala.
Shabbat Shalom family, I'm Tehillah.
Right? Sorry about that. I'm sorry. We was just trying to dive right into it. All right. So, yeah. So I was just, one point that I wanted to bring up is as far as we can discuss maybe when a woman, yes, when you have your monthly uncleanliness, it is your time of separation.
Yes.
So in your time of separation for your 7 days, I just thought maybe we can share on we're all in different homes and, different things of how we can just share with women who might not fully know how to separate themselves, whether, in your home. I'll give an example. Of course, you have one bed in your house. Not everybody could afford 2 apartments or different tents as in back in these times. So you have your bedroom. Now, husband or wife may sleep on the couch during that time, to separate. Whomever decides what they want to do. I don't know how you flip a coin. I don't know how anyone else might do it. But that's one way that you can separate yourself as a husband and a wife is, all right, I'll sleep in the bed this month, and the next month I'll take the couch or whatever it is. So you make sure that there's no level of contamination.
Right. Pretty much.
Contamination going on so that nobody is forced to sin or do anything wrong or anything like that. That's just one example of separation when it comes to like sleeping arrangements. What else? What do you guys?
Well, as far as a chair in my home, it's called
Chair.
a red chair.
Okay.
So this chair only comes out during that time for me or when my daughter have hers. So anytime anybody sees the red chair,
Somebody's unclean.
yes, and
Okay.
they know not to sit there.
Okay. Well, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
I just cover. I don't have husband. I have a son though, and I'm a 6-year-old, and they don't know how to like listen, so they always go. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes. They always go away from what I'm trying to tell them when I'm Nida. I let them know when they see the chair in the living room covered. They come in the house. Like, oh, you need yep. I said don't go on my bed. Don't go on my bathroom. Don't go, on the stool, because I'm going to get sick of the chair. I'm going to want to sit at the table, to eat at the counter. So I have one stool and I have one chair. And whatever else, I use in my bed. I just stay in my room. But for the most part, I try to separate all of that stuff. And then even after when I'm, after my Nida, the clothes that I wore, I keep that separate even. I know that's weird, but I do. I keep my unclean clothes separate from even the regular clothes that are dirty, because I don't like washing them even. But that's my level of understanding with it. I want to keep it separate. You know, when he said he separated us, he took us out the camp. Like, he put us out for 7 days, you know, to keep us separated. I want to do it as best I can here in the land of our captivity.
So like you, I do have a chair and I have a cushion. I guess when the cushion comes out, the children know, okay, she's on her chair. It's that time. And I think, you know, it builds up with them that understanding of, okay, Ema has to be separate.
Yes.
I'm not going to, you know, jump on her and things of that sort. And then my daughter says something to me one day that just and that's just initially, makes you think. And she's like, so if you take a shower and it goes in the tub, and then I go in the tub after you take a shower, am I officially unclean? I was like, So now what I do at least is, especially if I know they're going, my family is coming to the camp, then I'll make sure they use the bathroom, and we also have a separate bathroom, so at least I can use the separate bathroom and toilet, and make sure they use the other. And also make sure they just take a showers or baths before I go in there, especially before Shabbat comes in.
Well, shalom again, everybody. I'm so happy to able to say something on behalf of cleanliness and uncleanliness as regards the Creator's laws. And I would say most of the times I live alone, so my job is easy. So I don't have to try to separate myself from anybody, but I try to make it more spiritual in my mind. So I pray on it, and I even pray for the ones that are unable to do the law the way they should, trying to please the Creator, to guide them. And I don't know, but because we're in a land of captivity, it's a little difficult. We try, but we're still not perfect. We're not going to be perfect.
And that's what
But
we do,
all we
try.
strive is only to be perfect in the sight of the Most High. So I trust that the Most High will bless us one day, that we're able to be in a place where we can do this thing perfect.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Hallelujah.
Okay.
Right. Okay, that was all really good information too. Even with now, okay, so I have a 13-year-old daughter, and she gets unclean, and so now it's 2 of us in the house. So I try to yeah,
Like the red
I
door.
know. So yeah, I try to establish the same things that my mother did with me and my sister. So we had a cushion. I had a cushion, my sister had a cushion, my mother had a cushion, and we already knew you take that cushion with you. It was one of those big, puffy, like lawn chair cushions, you know? And you want to go to the dinner table, it's time to eat, you bring your cushion with you. On the couch, we can all be watching a movie, but you're going to sit on your cushion or things like that. We knew we all had our own beds. You're not going to jump in my bed. Like, you already know. So those are the things. So I'm trying to establish those same things at home, but these 2,000 children are not the same.
Right.
So they don't really take instruction the same way, but we, you know, me and my husband as well, we try to implement certain things and just being consistent. Like, what are you doing? Like, and it's like, oh, you know, so carry around your stuff. Or if we don't have a cushion available, we have, like, you know, the chair and then like that extra like recliner looking chair. You know what? That one's yours. That's gonna be, you go watch a movie from right there. You know, so you just have to start to implement certain things to keep the law in captivity, like you said, the best as possible. Because we don't have the same privileges that our foremothers had with the separate tents. Or, you know, like my mother-in-law used to say, the sisters used to have their red tents and their times and separate. We don't have that privilege. So, yeah, all that was good. I might even try the laundry thing too, because me, I'm lazy sometimes. So you can just, you know.
30 and 30, but
No.
So
But that's a nice thing
that's your
to,
power, you know,
incorporate.
and I try to also, I also try to keep the same clothes. Meaning, I make sure that I know when that time is. So when I know that time's coming, if I didn't do laundry, I want to hurry and do laundry. I want to hurry up and do laundry and get that done over with, so I'm not searching in my drawer with my neat hands with all of my clean clothes, trying to find a pair of socks or trying to find a pair of a shirt to wear or anything like that. So when I feel it coming, I'm like, okay, let me go do laundry. Do laundry, okay, great. I know what I'm gonna wear, so I'm gonna put out this and this outfit, and I'll put it on my bed. And then I'll just, if I want, I'll just have like a shirt or two out laying around, and I'll just wear those shirts, and I'll just make it work for the week, because it's just a week.
Right.
And I'm not trying to look impressive, and for the most part, it's for work. And
Yeah.
I mean, because if it's not for work, I'm in the house doing what I got to do personally. You know what I mean? So that's another thing that I do as well. And I do not, and this is just me, I do not touch my Tanakh when I'm nida.
Okay.
I do not touch because I'm unclean.
I seen somebody mention
And
that
so-
online today.
I'm unclean, and then this is we have to separate the profane from the holy. So this Tanakh is the Most High's word. This is holy. While I'm unclean, I'm on my phone, with whatever I can find on Google that can send me the Bible Gateway, and that's what I use when I'm nida. That's another thing I do. So.
Go ahead, Aaliyah.
I have a fear. I have a healthy fear of the Most High.
Yeah.
And I came in this way of life, so it's just like, word, you let me know all this.
Yeah.
So whatever I have to do, I do it because I'm scared that any moment he'll think about, oh wait, hold up, 1995, and you're out.
Right.
And it's crazy that you brought that up, just to divert just a little bit, just talking about the fear of the Most High, right? And a lot of us sometimes don't have that. We live and walk day to day without really retaining what these laws are given to us. Like with me being raised in this, a lot of the times we didn't do certain things because of fear. It was just kind of like it was instilled in you that this is going to happen. Like that's just the way it was, right? So it was just like, no, I can't do that. I just can't do that. So it was same thing, bringing it into this. No, I know I can't
Go to the camp.
go to the
Okay,
camp,
or
do this,
whatever.
do that, and the feast days were coming,
Yeah.
and things like that. And sisters is outside in the car, like, woo-hoo, or not doing that at all, just staying home. Everybody having a great time, and it was just the fear though of keeping these laws to, again, the best of your ability in captivity, that you didn't want to do certain things. And I think that's something that we have to instill in our children now, because they don't really care about much or anything, actually. But if you instill that fear of the Most High in them, they can be even better Israelites, than we are. Because like you said, like we're initially bringing up things, the kids provoke so much in you that makes you go back into the book and like, you know what, let me, Leviticus, what I said, right. And so I think that is something that, as women, we need to definitely enforce that more in our daughters, and that fear of the Most High and what's right and what's wrong and what he said and what it goes and da 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 da. So I diverted a little bit, sorry.
But the Most High did say that they will inquire.
Mm-hmm.
The children will inquire from us, so we have to be prepared to
You
make
gotta
them
be
be
on
aware
point with it too, so
what,
you can answer.
what's in there, what are the laws that is expected of them. And talking about uncleanliness, going back to the uncleanliness, we try so much, but when we have to understand too that we're still in the land of captivity. So when we try to come to the place of worship, mixing with everybody else who try to do all the best thing they could have done, telling themselves they're so clean, and we travel and we have to sit in the seat of people that we're not that fortunate to come with our own transportation. So we travel with people that you'd sit just after somebody that just might have the administration or something. So sometimes we try to help the situation by trying not to sit, stand.
Okay.
It's just thinking. You think how to try to. It's just pleasing to the Most High.
Right. At least you're
Because
making an effort.
Understanding what is expected of us. So I'm happy that we at least can educate someone who's listening as regards uncleanliness to some extent, even if you're not a conscious Israelite, but you understand that there's a lot of things out there that we do that is not clean in the sight of the Most High.
And I think that fear is really important. I know I've spoken to a sister who doesn't really have a family, and to stay separate from the camp during a Shabbat day, it's so detrimental, and it hurts, and it gets her to the point where she's crying because she loves coming and being amongst her people and celebrating and giving thanks to the Most High. So it's that fear that keeps us like doing this, right? That says, okay, I might want to come and sing and dance or give praise, but I know this is what the Most High
Right.
has ordained. This is what we have to do because we want Him. We want the Most High to dwell with us, right, and be in our midst and hear our prayers and our thanks. So it's something we just have to do, and that
Yeah.
fear of Yah makes us do it.
I'm
Right.
glad you brought that point up because I think it's really important for sisters to understand, the sisters that are in this way of life already and who understand who the Most High is. It's very important for us to understand that when you are Nida, the separation is just not for Shabbat. So, okay, you didn't come in Shabbat, all right, so don't come to the party. Don't come to the get-together. Don't come to the gala. Don't come to the affair because you're still unclean, sis. You're still on your ceremonial uncleanness. You still should be separate, even from, because I get it. You want to come and be a part of all the festivities, but I don't want anybody who's Nida coming up all up on me because I clean my clothes, and I don't know if you Nida, you know what I mean, and you come hug me. I have to wash my clothes. I wouldn't know that if you're trying to be here on the low, like, you know, because you Nida, then you hugging on sisters, and you don't tell them, and they can't wash their clothes. I mean, it's like, you know, you can't, you know, it's like, it's not a, it's just, I personally don't think it's a good look, you know, for me. I think that when the Most I say, put him out the camp, that's a big deal. She said for 7 days, you have to go away from the whole camp. So you think that means that now you can come because you're here? No. The law is the law. It's forever.
And it's so protective to your health because especially men who don't know this, I wish that young men could listen and grasp some education as regards this cleanliness thing where women are concerned, because there's some young women are so wild about the way how they live, because they don't have this understanding totally, and they just go mingle with these young men and they hurt them. Because the men don't understand, why am I acting so stupid, so crazy? You know, it interferes with them spiritually, but they don't understand.
Okay.
It is a spiritual thing. That's why the Most High gave these laws.
Okay.
So you can stay away, you know.
And I just wanted to state that this impurity, right, this state of impurity is not nasty, right? Because it's necessary for health,
Okay.
to bring forth children. And also men go through a state of impurity when you have intercourse, right, with a female. Right, so then it's another state of impurity. That's something the Most High wants us, right? He said, multiply, right?
Multiply and be fruitful.
Be fruitful and multiply. So it's not something that's dirty and nasty, but when you're coming together as a ceremonial convocation,
Convocation.
yes, you want to make sure that is as clean and holy as possible.
Right. Right.
Okay.
Oh. You guys are so smart. Okay. So, for the sake of timing and everything else, because, you know, we can talk about this, I also want to bring up, this was something that in our sisters chat, the question or comment was brought up in reference to when we have children. So we have children, we are unclean for 40 days for a male child, 80 days for a female child. So it was discussed last week by Prince Nat. The whole breakdown of it. If you guys missed it, go back and look at it. The Principal Hanasi and Prince Nat did a great job. But from the women's perspective, we just want to discuss maybe how you might feel in that time of separation, or, you know, it's a long time being away from the congregation, you know, being away from the house, you know, anything, like just discussing that, because there are some women, you know, which is a real situation just health-wise. You have postpartum as it is, some people, right? So now when you doing this way of life, and now you're like technically really separated or unclean for like a month, 2 months, 3 months. If you have a girl in the fall, you're coming back in the fall. Those 80 days are a long time. So, you know, just thinking about it in general, especially, you know, you're a wife and you're away from your husband and things of that nature, and where I'm going with that. It's just in general, just to open that up a little bit for like the remainder of the time, just to, so I had 2 girls. I can't speak on the 40 days. It was a blessing. Whoever had it, congratulations. I did not have that privilege. So I had 2 girls, 80 days, easy. So one of my daughters was born in July, and my last daughter, and I didn't come back until the camp until fall. July, summertime, right? So it came towards like the end of fall. So I missed the holy season. So at that point, we were in a different congregation. So that congregation came here to Shema that year. So we had the mixed congregation, and we were online watching it, and they were turned up. And me and my baby at home, like, that's like a great time. And I missed every single holy day in that holy season. And how I felt, I'm glad we have the online. I'm going to say that. That does bring us and makes us feel more connected to everybody when we are home. So I'm glad that we do have the technology. But you do feel very separated on that level of not being able to congregate with your people. I felt like, wow, I want to go there. I want to turn up with them. I'm by myself. Like, baby can't even talk to me. Like, I'm bored. After a while you get bored and you feel very disconnected. So in those times, that brought me more into studying more. I'm going to be 100% because you are away from the congregation and the teachings, regardless if you have it online. It makes you want to study more because if you don't use it, you lose it type of thing.
Yes,
not to say like you get retarded, but y'all get what I'm saying. It's just you have to feel a part of it. So. For examples, what we can do, ladies, is when the teachings actually come on, actually take out your book, take out your notebook. If the baby is taking a nap, that's when you can focus on your teachings. If they're in here singing, get up and sing and dance. I did that a couple weeks ago. I was unclean, and y'all were having a great time in here that week, and I was pissed. And me and my daughter was home, and we're like, yeah. It makes you feel like you are still given the praise and having a holy convocation or something, So that's one thing of reference to how do you feel and feelings and, things like that, is you do start to feel separated. You don't want to feel that way, but,
I don't think you totally separated because it gives you a chance to be more humble, before the Most High, and it also gives you a chance to able to raise your child that spiritually. You talk to the child while the child is with you. I want to feel that's one of the reasons that child is with mother for that period of time too. Apart from the health part, I think you get a chance to talk with your baby.
Bonding and
and you make your baby grow with that spirituality from that age. So that's a period. That's a pretty long time.
It's a very long
for a baby
time.
to absorb some spirituality
Right.
from like babe, what I'm saying? So I see that as a good way.
It is a great bonding time.
Yeah.
It is great bonding time. And there's a lot of people who, do get that length of maternity leave at their job.
wish.
So I didn't. Literally 4 or 5 weeks tops. I'm a different type of woman. I was back at work. So I didn't have the full 6 weeks. I didn't have 3 months like these people have. I didn't have that. So, but if you have that 80-day time can blend into a whole experience. Yes. It could, because that you're separated is you and your child, and y'all can spend all day, every day together, all the time. So, yes, you are right. It could be a great bonding experience as well with your child, too. I don't feel it. No.
Well, I had a son and I had a daughter. When I had a son, I was coming into law.
Okay.
And what that did for me was it actually, because not only did I come into law, but I came into law and I came into law at that time too, for myself. And what I realized when I read about the separation, when I realized that it was 6 weeks to the day of the 40 days, I said, well, Most High, okay. And it really made me feel like I'm where I'm supposed to be. Because you were just perfect. How did you do that? And they knew that. And they said that. How did they know that you said 6 weeks though?
Right.
I said, but the doctors. So the doctors told me 6 weeks, and you told me 40 days already. You told me that 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 years ago. I said, so okay, so I got it. And then my fear just became even more great. And it became like, oh my gosh, I just don't want to die. So what do you want me to do? I'm so serious.
That's the best way to
I'm
think
just
about
like,
it. I
what
don't wanna
do I
die.
need
Yes.
to do in order to please you, Most High?
Right.
What do I need to do? Because I'm thankful that you brought me up in here. I'm thankful that you're telling me your name. You're telling me your laws. You're telling me all these things I had no idea about. Raised, with all kinds of books and stuff. But never did I know this book. So I was just like, it just got me stronger to the Most High. Just increased my fear, increased everything. So I just felt, with my daughter, I was in law for some time. So it was, but I couldn't do nothing because I had a C-section with her. So it was just like, I took that time to just like, cry a lot because I was in a lot of pain.
The healing process of your separation.
And I think like when you start to look, and I'm not in the medical field, but when you start to look at what happens in your body once you have a baby, and like those first 7 to 10 days, it kind of mimics that state of impurity that and the cleansing that your uterus does for the next remaining weeks is like the numbers just seem to add up exactly with what's going on in your body and what the Most High is telling you this state is for you. So it is divine. It's
Well, he made us, so.
Is that science?
He's so perfect.
Okay, amazing. All right, ladies. So, any other topics you want to share with any of our female viewers in reference to this, or if there's any questions that you might have, y'all can still email. What is it? ShemaiIsrael297@gmail, and we can always do this again, or it could be another Erev Shabbat, anything, or it could come on teachings of anything in particular that you want to know about in women's uncleanliness. We kind of kept it there because we are females. There's uncleanliness in every stages, for male and female, but we're just giving our perspectives and our livelihoods, because this is how we live, and it's easy to break down. So, anything else? Did we,
I think we covered it.
If you need us, stay home.
I was gonna say that. If you are clean, just stay
Just
home.
sit down and stay
Get
home,
your
play some
cushion.
music, turn on your Pandora, and rock out.
And honestly, it could be a really good time because sometimes you want to be by yourself.
Yes.
You want to be by yourself, so let's not take it.
Especially
as
at that time.
I
I'm so
can't do
depressed,
nothing, I
yes.
can't go nowhere. It can be your reevaluation, your booting time. This is a cleanliness. You could cleanse your entire spirit and everything with it at the same time. You really can, because sometimes you don't want to be around them kids anyway. You don't want them climbing on top of you or things like that. So
You don't want to
you
cook
can
dinner.
not take it as a negative, or we always think this is so misogynistic that we can take this into something else and make us better people at the same time.
Okay.
Yeah, because Moses spent 40 days, 40 nights with the Most High, right? There's
Right.
nothing wrong with separating yourself from the people at
Yes.
times so that you can
Okay.
Get
Right,
it together.
get it
Mhm.
together.
Exactly.
Right.
Get
So-
a little
Exactly.
firmer in your studies and
Okay.
in your walk.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's right.
Exactly. Well, Toda for listening and being a part of our chat tonight. So we're just gonna close out with a prayer.
Okay.
Ready?
Oh, yes. Hallelujah.
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 Toda Yehovah, Toda. Toda Yehovah, Toda, Toda, Toda. All I can say is Toda, for you are amazing. You are magnificent. You are glorious. You are holy. You are everything we are striving to be, O Most High. I ask you please be with all of your daughters in Zion. The ones that are here, the ones that are there, the ones who are going to watch this, or Erev Shabbat, next Shabbat. I ask you please be with all of us so that we make the right choices, Most High. I ask you please put your law in our inward parts, O Most High. Renew our spirits, O Most High, so that we can become new. Do what you do, O Most High. Be with us, because we need you more than ever right now. We need your law. We need your statutes. We need your commandments. We need knowledge, wisdom. But above all else, as you said, Most High, we need your understanding.
Amen.
Toda Yehovah, for without you we be nothing. Hallelujah.
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 Praise the mighty Yah.
Praise the mighty Yah.
Amen.
Amen.
Can he be